Hi, Sally.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, all. Hey, I'm coming to you a day late here to announce the Garmin inReach winners. I hope you're all ready to hear who's going to win. Our, let's see, we have 10 to give away to the Nobos here, to the PCT hikers. I'm actually on location, which is why we're a day late. Um, we're out here on a case, but we do have Starlink, and I do want to thank all of our donors who donate to our foundation. Without you, we would not be able to afford this. So thank you very much. Sally's going to um, tell the name of the hiker that the inReach is going to be given away in honor of. And once she does that, I have numbers. We have 232 entries. So I will pull out and I will just guess a number and Sally will announce the winner. So that's how we're going to do it this year since I'm out here. And so I think we can start with that, Sally.
Hey, I love seeing you live and on location out there, Kathy.
Yeah, thank
Pretty
you,
cool.
Starlink.
Yes. So today, the first inReach we're giving away is in honor of Tram Evans. Tram was last seen on April 30th, 2023 at a trailhead in Joshua Tree National Park. 9 months after Tram was reported missing on January 25th of this year, his remains were discovered near Covington Flats in Joshua Tree National Park by scientists researching bats within the park. Tram was an avid hiker and lover of the outdoors. It is believed that complications related to alcohol withdrawal contributed to Tram's sad ending. Tram's family are starting a nonprofit in his honor in hopes of increasing awareness of the dangers of withdrawal from addiction. The Fowler O'Sullivan's director, Kathy Tarr, was in the park that day prepping for a scheduled search for Tram the very next day when his remains were recovered, and Kathy was there for the family on the spot. Tram's mother and aunt had just flown into Palm Springs that day for the search for the next day, so they were there as well. Our hearts go out to Tram's beautiful family as they navigate this tragic loss.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Tram Evans family means a lot to me. Um, and we were very sad to hear that he had been found. But I was very happy I was there to be with Amy, Tram's mother, for those 2 days. And she was able to get back to her other son. So that was a very good, very close case to me. They mean a lot to me.
Me
So
too.
I'm going to go ahead and pick for Tram. I'm going to pick 111.
Oh, okay. Number 111
Mhm.
is, thought that would go faster, Debbie
Okay.
Peoples. Debbie's
Okay.
start date is 4/11, well, in April. I'm not sure I'll give away their exact start date for their sake.
Okay.
Sorry, Debbie. She is from Oakville, Washington.
Okay, great.
And
Congratulations.
I'm going to say Debbie. I'm going to make note that she was for Tram. Great. Congratulations, Debbie. The second hiker we're giving an inReach away in honor of is Brian Harris. Brian has also been found. Brian was 38 and was reported missing in July 16th, 2021 by his mother after telling her he was going on a camping trip to a higher elevation. Brian lived in Prescott, Arizona, and no one knew where he had decided to camp. It wasn't until his truck was found in October of 21 in Needles that anyone knew where he had driven to. Harris did 2 combat tours in Iraq and had some PTSD issues from that. With the combined efforts of the FOF and the Western States Aerial Search Drone Team, Brian's body was found the week of February 6, 2023. Thank you to Brian for his service. Our deepest sympathy to Brian's family. Our own drone pilot, Kent Kent, was training with the Washington Aerial Team and flew over Harris. And once all flights were completed, the remains were covered by or identified by Morgan Clements on our image viewing team. our deepest condolences to Brian's family. We're glad you were found, Brian.
Yeah, that was a really good find for us. You know, being a veteran, that meant a lot to us, and we are glad we were able to get him back to his family. So for Brian, I'm going to pick 206. Oh, yeah,
Lucky 206. That is Keith Vitale.
all right.
Keith is starting his hike in May, and Keith, we'll have to get with Keith and get his address. He is from the USA. Congratulations, Keith. I need to make note. Highlight it. There we go. Don't want to lose out on anybody. The third inReach being giving away today is in honor of Laura Mackey, who is still missing. It was this inReach is being donated by myself. Her case particularly hit home for me due to the timing of it and the location and just her family in general. She really, I just really felt close to her story. Laura spent weeks preparing for her hike when she was vacationed in Washington State. On October 30th, 2022, during a rainstorm, she reached the trailhead with the intention of hiking the Enchanted Valley and had planned to stop and camp at Purity's Creek. She was thought to be back by November 2nd, but by November 3rd, when no one heard from her, officials launched a search, but Laura has yet to be found. Her family has been searching ever since. It is believed she may have made as far as Pony Bridge. Laura is an experienced hiker with survival training, and is still missing. Our hearts go out to Laura and her family during this time. If you were in the area of Lake Quinault, Graves Creek, or Enchanted Valley between October 30th and November 1st of 2022 and have any information regarding this, please contact the FOF at our website.
You know, that's going to be amazing if Laura can be located.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so for Laura, let's do number 35.
Is Leslie Reddy Hugh. Sorry, Leslie. She is departing for her hike in March, and she is from Cedar Grove, North Carolina. Congratulations, Leslie.
Okay, we're going to have to get that one out straight away to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Yes, that was number 3. So number 4 is in honor of Zach Cruel. Zach's dad, Stuart, is on our board of directors, and we appreciate his family's time spent with the Fowler Sullivan Foundation. Zach was a 20-year-old Evergreen State College from Livingston, New Jersey, who went missing while on a solo overnight trip in Olympia Park in April of 2017 near Lake Cushman in the Staircase area. Zach loved the outdoors and was happy being so close to the wilderness in Washington State. 12 weeks after Zach was reported missing, his remains were located. Zach's dad, as I mentioned, is a member of our board, and his family works closely with us towards hiker safety. Our hearts go out to Haley and Stuart and the rest of their family in Zach's loss.
Absolutely. Yes, Stuart has been such an asset to us, and
huge.
Such a big loss. Okay, so for Zach, I'm going to pick 102.
102. 102 is Ella Rolls. Ella leaves for her hike in April, and she is from Australia.
All right.
Yeah,
someone from
Yeah, let me highlight Ella so I don't lose track of her later.
Yeah,
that's exciting. Congratulations, Ella. Okay, our 5th giveaway is in honor of Fern Baird, who is also still missing, and is being donated by the FOF. Fern of Park City, Utah, went missing on October 19th, 2020, north of Ketchum, Idaho, along the Prairie Lake Trail. She signed the trail register, writing that she was hiking the lake, but she never returned. Fern is still missing. The FOF has conducted searches for Fern in partnership with the Western States Aerial Search Drone Team, a nonprofit out of Utah, and we will continue and resume efforts as soon as the snow melts, and hopefully in hopes of reuniting her with her son and her family and her loved ones.
Okay. So for Fern, we put a lot of time into this case. I really hope we can find her this year. So for Fern, I'm going to pick number 11.
11.
Mhm.
Great pick. That is Adam Bailey. Adam starts his hike in March, and he is from Pinesville, Montana. Is that what MT stands for? I thought I knew all the
Yes.
states, but I hope I'm correct. Sorry if I'm not. Adam, congratulations, number 11. And that, again, was in honor of Fern. So, again, making note. Adam. Our sixth is a case as David O'Sullivan. It's being given away and donated by the Fowler O'Sullivan Foundation. David would have been 32 today, I believe, and he was 25 when he went missing while through hiking northbound on the PCT in 2017. David was last seen on April 7th of 2017 at the Idlewild Inn in Idlewild, California. On April 6, 2017, David, who is from Ireland, intended to hike north into the San Jacinto Mountains the next day. He has not been seen since, and David is still missing. There are several trails that he could have taken access to from the PCT from Idlewild. It is not known which trail David took that day. There have been many searches for David, led by Kathy Tarr, who is also the family's liaison in David's case. Since then, the FOF will continue to search when trail conditions allow. Special hug to David's parents, Carmel and Con in Ireland today and every day. More about David's story can be found in the book, The Trail of the Lost.
Yeah, David means a lot to me, and so does Con and Carmel. It's very hard being in another country and having, a missing hiker. It's very difficult. So for David, I'm going to pick number 47.
Number 47. Number 47 is Scott Young. Scott is leaving for his hike in March, and he is from Vacaville, I'm probably mispronouncing that, but Vacaville, California.
Right. A Californian.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now. Close to the Nevada line here, near Death Valley.
Congratulations, Scott. Yes, congratulations, Scott.
Yes, congratulations.
Number 7 is in honor of my son, Chris Fowler. It's been donated by my dear friend, Marcia Meyer O'Rourke. Chris, sorry, fine here, and the John and Betty Meyer Foundation. She's also donating all of the 7-month subscriptions that are going out with each inReach for each winner today. So thank you so much, Marcia. Your support in many ways means so much to me.
Thank you, Marcia.
Chris would have been 42 today.
Wow.
And was 34 when he went missing in 2016. He was a northbound hiker on the PCT and was given his trail name of Sherpa by 2 female hikers early on in his PCT hike. Chris was last seen on October 12, 2016 in Washington State. He had just spent a couple 0 days in Packwood, Washington, and on October 12th, he was dropped off near the trailhead at White Pass. His last cell phone ping was in that area around 5:40 p.m., and he was thought to have headed north. Considerable amounts of snow and rain hit the area that night, the night of the 12th, and over the next few days. And it's believed that Chris did not pick up his package at Snoqualmie Pass and possibly not at Mazama. The authorities volunteers diligently searched much of the trail between White Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, and yet my son, Chris Ballard, is still missing. There's a large Facebook group following Chris, his story, in hopes of someday finding answers for his family and friends. The FOF has done many searches from land and air, and many local hikers are still searching every time they hike. I hope and pray we get answers soon. I also hope others learn from our story and that more hikers are carrying some type of GPS device like the inReach we're giving away today. I miss that kid who reminded me that he was a grown man and that it reminds me that bad things do happen to good, experienced people. More about Chris's story can also be found in the Trail of the Lost.
Yeah, so Chris, we actually just had another meeting about the areas for Chris and David are two people that we just simply won't ever give up searching for. So
Thank
for
you.
Chris, we're going to pick number 1.
Oh, he would like that.
Okay.
Okay, this is Chilico Hart or Chilico. I'm always butchering somebody's name. They're leaving in early March, and they are from Santa Rosa, California.
Right, Smart California.
So, honored to have you hiking in honor of Sherpa Chilico. I can't wait to hear how you really pronounce your name. Sorry. Congratulations. That was number 7. Number 8 is in honor of my dear friend Laura Gray's son, Jacob Gray. Laura is also on our board of directors at the Fowler Sullivan Foundation and is a great attribute to the organization. Jacob, who was 22 at the time he went missing in Olympic National Park in Washington State on April 6, 2017. He and his bike and his camping gear were found on Sol Duck Road in Port Angeles, Washington. Multiple searches and organizations by local SAR teams did not locate him, and his family continued to search for over a year. Jacob's remains were found in August of 2018 in a remote area of Olympic National Park. As I mentioned, Jacob's mom is an active member of the FOF, helping other families navigate the loss of their lives. And she is also one of our leaders on our ambiguous loss peer support group calls. Her advice is well received by many. The last, again, this inReach is be given away in honor of you, Jacob.
Yes, okay, so let me, man, my heart goes out to these young men and their families. Let me do 218.
218. This winner is Luke Schwetman. He is leaving for his hike in May, and he is out of Seattle, Washington.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, Luke.
Yes, congratulations.
Winner number 8. Okay, number 9 is Chris Sylvia. Chris was last seen on February 16th, 2015 and is still missing. He was hiking southbound from, he was hiking northbound from Anzo to Campo, and he left February 12th, 2015. On February 16th, he called a friend and asked to be picked up the next day at the Buddhist temple in Chihuahua Valley Road. Sylvia did not make it to his rendezvous point, and on February 20th, another hiker found Sylvia's gear laid out alongside the PCT near mile marker 127 near Warner Springs, California, not far from Mike's place. Despite a large search effort, Sylvia is still missing, and members of the Fowler O'Sullivan Foundation tracked down a physical clue left behind by Sylvia, proving he had visited the hostel prior to his disappearance. The FOF are still searching for Chris. This inReach is being given away in his honor and has been donated by the FOF. More about Chris's story can also be found in the book, The Trail of the Lost.
Okay, so for Chris, let's do 165.
Okay, 165 is Dominic Outram. And Dominic is from the UK, and he leaves on his hike in April.
Okay.
So,
Congratulations.
this would be 9. Yes, that's great. I want to write that down. Congratulations, Dominic. Now we're going around the globe today.
Yeah, we are.
I love that. Number 10, another hiker dear to us is that we're donating an inReach in honor of is Daniel Trask.
Mhm.
It's been donated by the FOF. He went missing from home in Waterloo, Ontario on November 3rd, 2011. 13 days later, his vehicle was found in Northern Ontario at Camp Wanapati. And a large search area was searched in a large search was launched in the I shouldn't even put these names down here, in the Temagami backcountry. Nearly 4 years later, Daniel's partial remains were found on May 24th, 2015, thanks to the Michigan Backcountry Search and Rescue Team led by Michael Niger. This team deserves the recognition. Without them, his mother say, we could not have found David. They remain dear friends who they work together with annually and online as well as in person. They have a webpage set up for Daniel and all the case information, and you can find more about it, Daniel, on the FOF website. I would like to add that Daniel's mom, Maureen, has since been an advocate for missing hikers, and she leads our monthly Zoom grief calls or peer support group calls, and is certified in the topic of ambiguous loss, which is what we go through when we don't have answers. This type of loss, as I said, is ambiguous loss, and that's the topic of our monthly group calls. If you have or had a missing hiker in your life who is still missing or who has been found, and you're interested in joining this group, please reach out to the FOF website. A giant thank you to Maureen for sharing her expertise in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. Finding Maureen was really the start of our peer support group, and she's amazing. And she does so much. She's in Canada. She does so much in Canada. So thank you, Maureen. So let's see. We're going to pick number 200.
Number 200 is Lyle Silsby. He starts his hike in May. He is from Redondo Beach, California.
Wow. Okay.
And that was number 10. Let me write Lyle down. And Kathy and I have great news today. Thanks to some additional donations that were made, we are able to give away 11 inReaches today. So we're really excited to give away an extra reach to the northbound hikers inReach, and we'll still be giving away 2 more to the southbound hikers. By the way, if your start date was past May 31st, we moved you into the southbound entries side of, so you're still in the drawing, just so you know. So with that, number 11, last but not least, obviously, is in honor of Trevor Lair. And it's been donated by Trevor's parents, Doug and Karen. They would have just celebrated, I believe, his 26th birthday. Sadly, earlier this week, sadly, he lost his life at 22 years young while hiking the PCT. Trevor was a computer science major at the Ohio State University. He was having the time of his life when he started his PCT hike in March 16th, 2020. And on March 27th, 2020 of the same year, on Apache Peak, on the 12th day of his through hike, Trevor slipped on a snow-covered ice and fell down a 600-foot chute. He had been doing what he loved and living his dream on the PCT. Sadly, Trevor succumbed to his injuries before search and rescue could get to him. Trevor's dad, Doug Lair, is convinced had Trevor worn microspikes that day, the outcome could have been very different. Doug and his family are dedicated to getting the message to the PCT hiker community. You will find more helpful posts throughout the PCT Facebook pages from Trevor's dad, Doug, providing amazing advice about gear and alternative routes. In an effort to keep what has happened to Trevor from happening to anyone else, the Lair family has also started an amazing program to help hikers get their micro spikes at the optimum locations along the PCT, and is the Trevor, it is named the Trevor Microspike, the Trevor Spike program, right, Kathy?
Yes,
Spikes
it is.
program, sorry. More
That's okay.
information could be found about that on the FOF website, as well as the PCT pages. Our hats go off to the Lair family for making a difference and saving countless lives. I know Trevor and Chris would have been fast friends. This one is for you, Trevor.
Yes, so we actually partnered with Doug Lever and Nomad Ventures. So when you do see our website, there's a link there. You can go to Nomad Ventures and get a discount on your Trevor on the micro spikes. And this year we also added ice axes. Sorry about that. And what that is they will give you Paradise Valley Cafe, which is right before you start going into the San Jacinto Mountains. So it's really a great location. You get a discount. It's a win-win. If it's you get there and the snow's not there anymore, there's feet of snow right now. And it's not there, you can just head and set them ahead for this year. You also have Triple Crown Outfitters, and they can supply you with any of your equipment as well. So, okay, so I'm going to pick, this is our last one. So this is for Trevor. I'm going to pick 232.
232.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds very lucky. Scrolling on down towards
Should be the last
of
one.
the page. Sure enough. Oh wow, this is great. The winner is Pat McElhaney.
Mm-hmm.
Pat starts their hike in May, and Pat is from Ireland.
Oh wow,
So that's
great.
exciting.
Okay. All
That
right, well,
was really
congratulations,
exciting.
Pat.
Congratulations, Pat. Congratulations to all 11 winners. We'll be posting this video as well on the Fowler O'Sullivan Facebook page. Obviously, you're seeing that now. And we'll also be putting some information out in writing, and we will be contacting the winners very soon.
Congratulations, everyone. Have a great and safe journey.
Thanks, everybody. Take care out there, Kathy.